The death of Sunanda Pushkar in January 2014 remains one of India's most perplexing and high-profile mysteries, a case that gripped the nation with its blend of politics, glamour, and intrigue. Found dead in a luxurious Delhi hotel under mysterious circumstances, the wife of prominent politician Shashi Tharoor left behind a trail of questions that continue to baffle investigators and the public alike. Initially ruled a suicide, the case took dramatic turns with allegations of murder, poisoning, and even international conspiracies, yet no conclusive answers have emerged. This unresolved saga, steeped in controversy, invites us to delve deeper into a story where truth remains elusive, and every detail raises more questions than it answers. What drove Sunanda Pushkar to her tragic end? Was it a personal struggle, a marital betrayal, or something far more sinister? Could a case so closely tied to a powerful political figure be hiding a deeper conspiracy? And why, after years of investigations, does her death remain an enigma? These questions form the heart of a case that continues to stir debate and speculation. On January 17, 2014, Sunanda Pushkar, a 52-year-old businesswoman and the wife of Congress MP and former Union Minister Shashi Tharoor, was found dead in Suite 345 of the Leela Palace Hotel in New Delhi. The couple had checked into the hotel due to renovations at their official residence. Just days before, a public Twitter spat involving Sunanda, Shashi Tharoor, and Pakistani journalist Mehr Tarar had gone viral, with Sunanda accusing Tarar of having an affair with her husband and claiming to have evidence of Tharoor's infidelity. The media frenzy surrounding this scandal set the stage for what would become a sensational and unresolved case. Initially labeled as suicide by overdose, the investigation soon pivoted to suspicions of foul play, with reports of injuries on her body and traces of drugs raising doubts about the official narrative. Over the years, the case has oscillated between suicide, murder, and conspiracy, with no definitive conclusion. Sunanda Pushkar was a glamorous and ambitious entrepreneur, born in Sopore, Jammu and Kashmir in 1962, a former sales executive turned businesswoman. She had stakes in ventures like the Kochi IPL franchise, which brought her into the spotlight. Known for her charm and socialite status, she married Shashi Tharoor in 2010, her third marriage and his second. Their high-profile union was often under media scrutiny, blending politics, business, and glamour. Shashi Tharoor, a former UN diplomat and articulate Congress MP, was a rising political star, serving as Minister of State for External Affairs 2009-2010 until controversies, including the IPL scandal, forced his resignation. At the time of Sunanda's death, Tharoor was the primary suspect in the eyes of the public and media, fueled by their recent public feud over his alleged affair with Mehr Tarar. Tarar, a Pakistani journalist, was briefly considered a person of interest due to the Twitter controversy, but was never formally implicated. The case's political undertones and the couple's prominence made every detail a subject of intense speculation. The crime scene at the Leela Palace Hotel painted a complex picture. Sunanda was found dead on her bed in Suite 345, fully clothed, with no immediate signs of a struggle. The autopsy conducted by IMS revealed 15 injury marks on her body, including bruises, a bite mark on her hand, and a needle mark on her arm. These injuries were described as simple and not directly linked to her death, but they raised questions. Traces of alprazolam, an anti-anxiety drug, were found in her stomach, suggesting a possible overdose, but the quantity was not deemed lethal. The room was locked from the inside, and there were no signs of forced entry, supporting the initial suicide theory. However, the presence of multiple injuries and the injection mark fueled speculation of foul play. Reports later emerged that the bed sheets had been changed before the police arrived, and some evidence, like CCTV footage, was allegedly incomplete or tampered with, adding to the mystery. Asterisk, the investigation began with the Delhi police registering a case of unnatural death under Section 174 of the CRPC. The initial autopsy suggested a drug overdose, but inconsistencies led to further scrutiny. In January 2015, the case was reclassified as a murder investigation under Section 302, based on a medical board's findings that Sunanda's death was not natural. Viscera samples were sent to the FBI lab in the US, which ruled out radiation poisoning but could not pinpoint a specific toxin. The police explored multiple angles: suicide due to marital discord, murder by poisoning, and even political conspiracies linked to the IPL controversy. Shashi Tharoor was questioned multiple times, and in 2018, a 3,000-page charge sheet was filed against him, alleging cruelty, Section 498A, and abetment of suicide, Section 306. The charge sheet cited emotional distress caused by Tharoor's alleged affair with Mayor Tarar and ongoing marital issues. Despite extensive forensic analysis, no conclusive evidence of murder was found, and the cause of death remained poisoning without a specific agent identified. The investigation was criticized for its handling, with allegations of political pressure and evidence mishandling. Asterisk. The case took several unexpected turns that deepened its complexity. One major twist was the public Twitter feud just days before Sunanda's death, where she accused Tharoor of infidelity and claimed to have sent incriminating messages to the Home Minister, hinting at larger conspiracies involving the IPL and Pakistani intelligence. Another twist came when BJP leader Subramanian Swamy alleged that Sunanda was poisoned with a Russian toxin, a claim that gained traction but was never substantiated. The FBI's involvement and their inability to confirm a specific poison added further intrigue, as did reports of missing or tampered evidence, such as the hotel's CCTV footage. The case's political dimensions, including Tharoor's prominence and Sunanda's IPL connections, led to theories of a cover-up or involvement of powerful figures, though none were proven. Asterisk. In May 2018, the Delhi police filed charges against Shashi Tharoor, accusing him of mentally harassing Sunanda and driving her to suicide. The trial began in a Delhi court, with the prosecution arguing that Tharoor's alleged affair and emotional cruelty were key factors. However, in August 2021, the Delhi court discharged Tharoor of all charges, stating there was no concrete evidence to prove cruelty or abetment. The court noted that while Sunanda's death was tragic, the prosecution failed to establish a direct link to Tharoor's actions. The Delhi police challenged this decision, filing an appeal in the Delhi High Court in December 2022, which remains pending as of February 2023. The lack of a definitive cause of death and the court's ruling left the case unresolved, with public opinion sharply divided over Tharoor's role. Asterisk. The Sunanda Pushkar case offers several lessons. It highlights the challenges of investigating high-profile cases under intense media and political scrutiny, where speculation often overshadows evidence. It underscores the importance of preserving crime scenes and handling forensic evidence meticulously, as lapses can derail justice. The case also reflects the complexities of mental health and marital discord, showing how personal struggles can intersect with public life in devastating ways. Above all, it serves as a reminder that truth can remain elusive without conclusive evidence, leaving families and the public without closure. What do you think was the true cause of Sunanda Pushkar's death-suicide, murder, or something else? Entirely? Should the investigation be reopened with fresh eyes, or is it time to let the case rest? How much weight should be given to public speculation versus hard evidence in such cases? These questions invite us to reflect on the case's unresolved mysteries and the broader implications for justice and accountability. If this deep dive into the Sunanda Pushkar case has piqued your curiosity, don't forget to subscribe for more detailed explorations of true crime, mysteries, and untold stories. Stay engaged, stay curious, and join the conversation as we unravel the complexities of cases like this. Sources for this account include news reports from the Times of India, the Indian Express, and India Today 2014-2023, court documents referenced in the 20E charge sheet and 2021 discharge order, and posts found on X discussing the case's developments up to February 2023, the FBI report, and a IMS autopsy findings were also referenced from public domain coverage.